Yo, Underground on top here, sitting down with E, the rapper, about to do this exclusive interview. What's going on, E?
Ain't shit, man. I'm over here on my back porch, just smoking and shit. I'm ready to answer some questions, man.
Yeah, we'll get right into that. First off, for anybody who doesn't know, there was recently a Funk Volume Don't Fuck Up Our Beats contest held where we sponsored you. Thank you for letting us sponsor you, by the way.
Oh, thank you, man. Real talk.
Everybody wants to know, man. There's some controversy with that contest. Basically, you dropped your entry. You called out Hopsin, or what was up with that?
Yo, listen, man. My whole entry was about just Hopsin acting like a bitch and being a fucking bitch. That's what it is, yo. Home was acting like a bitch during the time, and I called it out. And then I reached out to Dame, like, yo, you should share my shit, yo. I'm keeping it a buck right now, yo. Your boy's acting like a bitch. And he was like, nah, I can't share this shit. I can't share this shit. This is my nigga. And I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, that's what it is. It's like, yo, fuck you. You can't share me. You're supposed to be a professional dude. You can't share me. Fuck you. That's all. That's all it is, yo. Fuck that nigga.
Yeah, and you had a lot of people that came, backed you up with that kind of thought you were robbed out of that, thought the contest should have been more about talent.
Because I was robbed out of it. Because all I did in my entry was keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, my entry was not about this and Hopsin. My entry was more about, like, a struggling artist who wished to be in his position. You know what I'm saying? And then Dame was like, nah, you diss my dude. I wasn't even really dissing. I mentioned your dude like 3 times during the whole track. If you would have listened to the entire track and really paid attention, you would realize it's just about a struggling artist, man. That's all it is. Fuck that nigga. Like, yo, you know what? That's all in the past, yo. Like, real talk. That's all in the past. Fuck that dude. Fuck volume. Fuck the contest, yo. Like, it's on to bigger and better days now, man.
Right, and you did gain a buzz, and you gained a lot of people's respect from that entry. So, at least the positives did come out of it for you, for your own career, that you can move on and build off of that now.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, the contest does exactly what it says. Like he states over and over again. This contest is about trying to let the artists who don't have as much as a buzz gain a bigger buzz. You know what I'm saying? And it worked for me, and I respect the whole thing off of that alone.
So, if there was a Don't Funk Up Our Beats 7, would you enter?
I might, depending on how I feel during that time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still a little bitter, but you never know how I feel a year later, and I might enter, and he might just be like, yo, you know what? I remember this nigga from last year. Fuck him this year again, But you never know. I mean, I might enter. I might.
Only time will tell. Another thing, I noticed the Joker reached out to you when he saw your entry.
He did in the beginning. I mean, it was all like fucking hunky-dory. He was like, oh man, this guy saying some real ass shit, and yo, we should collab and shit. Yo, you should hop on my collab album and shit. And then, like, as of recently, I've been trying to reach out to him, and he's like on some distant shit. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm sure the nigga's busy and shit. And my buzz died down as far as the whole entry. So, I mean, fuck him too, I'm not gonna stop or anything, but like, fuck that nigga. Like, I reached out to you plenty of times, and you're doing your own thing, so it's all good.
One more thing about the contest, and then we'll move on from it. Another Underground on Top sponsored artist, Passionate MC, there was a little tension, I guess you would call it, between you two. What happened there?
know I made the entry. Like I said, I was keeping it honest about options in the whole situation, and Passion MC felt the need to subliminally mention me and be like, I feel like dissing this guy because he wants to diss Hopsin without knowing the whole situation, this, and that, and I'm like, all right, whatever, nigga, you want to diss me or you acting funny, go ahead, diss me. And I was kind of counting on him dissing me just to boost my career a little bit, but he was smart enough to realize that if he would have dissed me, that I would just benefit more than he would benefit off of it. So like, it's cool. The thing that pissed me off about him was that he wanted to say that he wouldn't diss me because I'm not at his level, but then he go ahead and fucking this is Dennis or whatever that Eminem wannabe his name is,
Yeah, and for the record, before anybody goes and twists anything, like I said, Passion MC was Underground on Top sponsored artist. E the Rapper was Underground on Top sponsored artist. We sponsored them, based on their talents and what we knew they could do. We're neutral in the whole thing. We let them handle their own thing. We stay out of it. Don't think we pick sides, just to make that clear.
No, and I respect that about Chad, but at the same time, I'm like, all right, like you asked me to be a sponsor. You were like, yo, I'm gonna sponsor you, and I'm like, all right, and then your criteria was like, yo, just put this logo in the beginning of your video, and I'm like, yo, I got no problem with that. You sponsor me, I'm gonna do this, and it just seems like a lot of other artists that you asked to do that were just really iffy about it and never really put the sponsor out there, and it's like. I mean, the beats are $8, and it is what it is. But still, like, small business is still business, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're gonna do business, just do business properly. Like you paid for my beat, and I was glad to put your logo on my entry.
Yeah, well,
I was upset that other artists did not do that.
Yeah, and that, like, Funk Volumes helped us out a lot too. We have no problem with Funk Volume, but we did really respect your entry, and seeing our logo at the beginning of your entry, that has really made Underground on Top proud. Regardless of what the situation was, overall, from our opinion, it was just a well put together entry. We think.
Thank you, man.
We'll move on from that. We'll do a couple fan questions that some people sent in to me. One, someone hit me up on Facebook and they were like, yo, we were just talking. They were like, yo, who's your favorite white rapper? And I'm like, man, it'd probably be Eminem. It got to be Eminem. And I was like, who's your favorite white rapper? And they're like, oh, E the rapper? It got it. So, for that's one question that comes up for people who don't know. Like, let them know what you are.
Alright, listen, man. I know it's a big world out there, and there's people with the same skin complexion that I have, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I gotta explain to people, like, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm a Puerto Rican dude, like, I was raised in Hartford, Connecticut. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm not a white dude, man, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people get confused, and they're like, yo, why do you keep using the word nigga? And I gotta explain to them, I'm like, yo, it's not that I'm trying to use the word nigga to fit in or any of that extra shit. It's just that this is the environment I was raised in. I was raised around an environment where the word nigga was just used. I was raised in an urban environment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know you see my skin and you might see me as like a Caucasian person, but I'm not Caucasian at all, man. And I'm not judging Caucasian people at all, but just I'm not Caucasian. No offense to y'all, yo.
So there you have it. E the rapper is not white. He's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, real talk. I'm not a white dude, yo. Like, yo, like, and then again, like, yo, that's another thing. Like, yo, there's white dudes who were raised in the hood who use the word nigga too. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing with me. Like, I'm like, yo, if you were raised in that environment, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, all right, you know, you were raised in that environment. Nigga was just thrown around left and right. You're white, but you know they keep calling you. You gonna say nigga too? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can feel that. So rumors are that you're gonna be releasing a new album soon.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah, yo man! I got this track I just put together with Jay Black and PSV Creed. This shit is gonna be a monstrous track, and I got a lot of other things that I'm putting together that's gonna be head turners. Trust me, it's gonna be dropped before the summer drops. So look out for that. Real talk.
Are there
Also,
any?
man, I got a track with the boy Sepidemic, man. His album was extremely well put together, man. And I got nothing but respect for home, man. Like, you really need to cop that shit.
I agree. Make sure you guys had
You
the.
heard it, right?
Yeah, I actually just bought that album today. Matter of fact, I had to. You know, Savidemic sent me. He sent me the album for free to my email, and I started listening to it. 3 tracks in, I stopped what I was doing and I went and ordered it.
Off of Love Alone, right? Like, yo, he put together a really well put together album, mixtape, whatever you want to call it, man. That shit was flawless, man. It's really good music, yo. If you want to listen to good music, listen to that, man.
Yeah, I definitely check that out. Check out Savidemic. The rappers featured on that album, Jay Black.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to sound cocky, but that track alone is just bananas.
The track you and Savidemic did together, that's going to be one people really love, I think. And if you don't, then I don't know what's wrong with your ears, because that was an instant classic for me when I played it. So you guys have something to look forward to.
Yeah, good looks, man. I appreciate that.
Definitely. Work-wise, collaborations. I know you get hit up a lot for collabs. Are you open for collabs? Do you charge for collabs? You want to make that clear?
Yeah, I'm gonna clarify this whole situation, man. I got this whole joke going around the social networks where I charge like 50K for verses, man. It's just my way of saying that I'm not going to collab with people that I don't want to collab with. It's not like people are walking around with 50K ready to collab and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So like if you hit me with a track and I'm down to collab with it, I'm going to collab with you, but don't ask me how much I charge, because usually the people who ask me, like, yo, what do you charge for collab, are just a bunch of whack motherfuckers, yo.
So basically,
I'm not trying to collab with no whack motherfuckers.
yeah, basically, you just want to collab with people from your personal preference. You personally want to work with.
Just whoever I feel like has music that I'm down with. Like, yo, if I hear a track and I'm down with it, I'm gonna collab. Like, all right, let's do this, yo. This is gonna be a fire track. Let's do this. But if it's not, I'm just gonna be like, yo, I charge 50K. And if you get offended, you get offended. But
And
don't take it offensive. I'm just joking around. You motherfuckers are fucking horrible most of the time, yo.
with that being said, is there from the underground, is there anybody you would like to collab with? You would like to jump on a song with?
Yeah, like Playboy the Beast, I would like to collab with.
Playboy the Beast, that would be a nice mix.
That would be a nice mix, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, Playboy the Beast, yo, that's another dude I felt like was really slept on during the competition. You know what I mean? it together.
Yeah, I agree. Which Playboy the Beast, another Underground on Top sponsored artist. Shout out to him. Murder Music.
Oh yeah, on top of that, yo, Playboy the Beast was another fucking sponsored artist show, and well deserved too. Like, yo, what I respect about Underground on Top is that they can realize the talent in people and be able to people for competitions like the funk competition, you know.
Yeah, thank you, man. Like,
Yeah, man. I mean,
Underground on Top. We sponsored 6 artists, and I told everybody from the beginning. I was like, the 6 artists I sponsored, I had complete faith in, and in my head, I had no doubt that any of them, would be left out of the top 25. I thought they would all make it. So I still to this day have nothing but confidence in the people I picked, and I'd pick them all again the same.
just because you realize real talent.
And that's what I based it off of.
Including passionate MC. I mean, I ain't got nothing really personally against the dude. Like, Home's entry, I felt deserved a lot more respect than it got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. Yo, so one thing I'm doing my online work and I'm going around every once in a while. I get on Facebook and I check the timeline, and lately there's been a trend, and it's onions. Hashtag onions. And I'm seeing it more and more. I'm seeing it from people I've never even talked to before. They're using onions. And that originated from you and Charlie Muscle, I believe, correct?
Yeah, me, Charlie Muscle, and Lear. I gotta shout out Lear, man, because if Home hear this, he'll be like, yo, I originated that shit. But yeah, me, Charlie Muscle, and Lear fucking took the whole onions game to the top. You know what I'm saying? Where that came from is I'm not gonna even tell you where that came from, because it's a mystery.
That was why I brought it up, because people are like, "What's onions mean? What's onions mean?" And
it means onions, though. You just got onions with everything.
I even saw Randy from Sky Music Group the other day hashtag onions, and he said, "I just wanted to hashtag it."
Randy from what? You said SMG Randy?
Yeah, Sky Music Group.
Oh, man, you know what? Shout out to SMG, man. Yo, Sky Music Group, Randy, man, you a motivated motherfucker, yo. You really are, man, and I respect that from the bottom of my heart.
Yes, I agree. Underground on Top works very closely with them, so be on the lookout for SMG.
Y'all need to come up with a new slogan, like SMUOT. Sky Music Underground on Top.
That's a catch to it, though. Hey, anything's possible for the future. I already know UOT and SMG, we will do business together for a very long time. And that's guaranteed.
Yeah, hell yeah, because you guys are like-minded individuals, and I respect that too, man. I mean, as an artist, I see people like you getting together, and I'm like, oh man, this is heaven sent right here, man.
Right, I feel the same. Which, speaking of Randy, that's one thing he wanted me to ask you is your beard. Your beard has become popular on Facebook, and he wants to know why your beard is so ratchet.
My beard is not ratchet. I don't know what that man is talking about. My beard is well taken care of. I condition my beard every day. I don't know what. If he calls my beard mad ratchet one more time, he gonna have some beef, yo. Because my beard is not an Osama bin Laden beard. My beard is like, it's not a dynasty beard. It's a well taken care of beard.
Something, especially a lot of your newer fans that you've gained, a lot of them don't know yet that you don't just rap, but you do a lot of singing. You're really good at hooks. You're really good at the vocals. You even do the beatboxing. You're kind of like a one-stop shop artist.
I am, yeah, but I don't think they're ready for all of that, man. I mean, it seems like the majority of hip hop fans are really ignorant towards like anything that has to do do with singing or anything that's not hip hop. They're like, oh hell no, I ain't dealing with that shit, yo. So yeah, I do sing, man. I sing like a fucking angel. You know what I'm saying? But people are not ready for that, man. I mean, eventually, I hope to blend my singing with my hip hop and not be considered Drake. You know what I'm saying?
You the underground Drake, though.
Nah. I ain't trying to be the underground Drake, yo. Drake is his own individual fucking black, white, Degrassi motherfucker. I'm not that type of dude, man.
No.
Really not, yo. I was born and raised in the hood, you feel me? And I just so happened to sing like fucking heaven. So like, y'all just gonna.
Hey.
Y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. I'm gonna start singing and y'all gonna be like, oh my god, yo, this shit is so heavenly. Even though I'm from the hood, I still could relate to this nigga singing for some reason. My main thing is, I wanna make a hood nigga cry. I wanna make a nigga that just came out of jail and he hear one of my tracks and he's like, no, he understands me so much.
You know, and that's one thing I can vouch for you. The first time I ever heard you sing was on a track called Click Clack. And
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, yo, Click Clack. Click Clack. Click motherfucking Clack, yo. That track was really well put together. And I'm not trying to sound like Kanye, yo. It was really well put together by me, yo. Like, it was me singing, but it was just about some hood shit, and it's about some, like yo, how a hood nigga would feel about dealing with a beef situation, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I really enjoyed that one. You know, when I first met you, when we first started talking, you know, I didn't even know you did music at all. You came to me and we talked hip hop and we talked music, and it was a few months before you were finally like, yo, you want to hear one of my tracks? And I was like, I was scared. I was really scared because we had become, pretty cool, and I was like, man, it's harder to tell somebody that their music's bad once you formed a good relationship with them. And I was just like, please don't suck it. And you sent me your tracks. Click Clack was actually one of the first things you sent me too, and I remember thinking like, where you been? This is amazing. We got to put this out there. We got to get this out there.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, yo. And I'm feeling your pain, yo, because I go through the same struggle, like, as far as online listening to artists, man. It sucks because, like, a lot of people are friendly people, and, they want you to listen to their music, and it's like they try to, they do develop a relationship with you where it's like, oh, me and you are cool-ass people, but then when you hear their music, it's like, God damn, yo, you suck fucking donkey dick, yo. This shit is horrible. And you don't got the heart to be like, yo, you suck donkey dick. You gotta just be like, oh, it's alright. You just gotta work on this, and this shit. Like, you really think it's alright? And it's like, yeah, it's alright. Because you don't want to hurt their feelings, but, yo, a lot of you motherfuckers suck, yo. And I'm sure I said it earlier, but, like, a lot of you motherfuckers really do suck, and I really feel like there's too many rappers out there, and half of you motherfuckers should just stop rapping, like, especially if you're just like some fucking middle class fucking dude that just hopped into this thing and you just wanna, vibe with the whole hip hop situation, and then all of a sudden you're just rapping about bullshit. Like, I don't deal with all that, man. It's cool to have good wordplay, good delivery, and good this, but what's your story, homie? Why you rapping for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I sound like Lord Jamar and shit, man.
Nah, Lord Jamar, man, that's for another time. So we gotta wrap this up. We're coming to end of time, but I want to say thank you again, letting us sponsor you. It was a pleasure, and thank you for your time to do this interview. I know, we've had fans personally come to us asking, yo, we want to know what E thinks about the Funk Volume Contest or about the Passionate Beat for this. So I'm glad we could get that out of you for the fans to hear it finally.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad to share my opinion about it. I mean, as a final opinion about it, I'm like I said, man, this whole funk volume shit, this whole passionate MC shit, it is what it is, man. I ain't stressing it. I ain't even thinking about it, man. That shit came and it's gone now, and it's time for some new shit, man. And I got some new music coming up, and it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be real dope, and I'm happy that I gathered this fan base that I did from the Funk Volume contest. And I look forward to showing y'all some real shit, man. Real talk. And thank you, Underground on Top. Real talk, man.
Anytime. We'll definitely have to do a follow-up interview once your album drops. We look forward to that. Everybody make sure you keep up with E the Rapper. Find them on Facebook. Through there you can find his music links, his Nada mixtape.
You'll be able to just type in E the Rapper on Google, and I'll have my own Wikipedia.
He'll have his own Wikipedia.
I'll be like, he was raised over here doing this, and that. It'll be dope. Trust me, watch. That's my goal.
And we fully stand behind that. So everybody who is listening, definitely E will be somebody who's on the come up. So keep an eye on him.
Keep an eye on Underground on Top. Real talk.
Definitely. Before we say goodbye, I just want to give a couple shout outs to our sponsored artists. E the Rapper, Passion MC, Playboy the Beast, Charlie Muscle, Jay Black, and Emily Ann.
Emily Ann was also she's dope, yo. Shout out to Emily Ann, yo.
The only female artist I would sponsor for this contest. Also, be on the lookout for the Underground on Top Cypher Series Episode 2, also starring E the Rapper and Passionate MC, so that should be interesting. And
Jay Black.
As well as
Jay Black is a monster.
Jay Black is a monster. Shout out to him. Underground on Top Cypher Episode 2 will be E the Rapper, Jay Black, Charlie Muscle, Loose Logic, Passionate MC, and Cousin Bank. So be on the lookout for that. Right?
That shit makes me want to take a shot after hearing that lineup right there, man. Yo, people don't understand the amount of talent you got lined up for this.
They ain't ready for it, man. It's gonna be great.
They're not. They don't know.
It's gonna be the best cipher put out in a very long time. I can promise you guys that.
I guarantee that shit, yo. Ooh, I'm gonna go so hard.
Until next time, Underground on Top. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope you enjoyed the listen. So, peace.